So this is what we're riding on today. We are starting here in Jasper National Park, one of the most beautiful places in the country, and we are headed to Prince Rupert, one of the wettest cities in the country.
We'll ride this train for 2 full days across northern British Columbia, experiencing all of the natural beauty that this province has to offer. This silver bullet might not be the fastest way to travel, but it's definitely the most interesting. I learned that people live along the tracks and use the train to survive.
Amazing. We are now all alone on this train. We have the whole thing to ourselves.
We'll ride along mirror-like lakes and wind our way through deep valleys next to raging rivers and stay at only prestige hotels on our way to the Rainbow City. This fishing town is at the end of the line for Via Rail. With friendly Canadians and over 1,000 kilometers of track to ride and endless views to see, nothing could possibly go wrong. Or could it?
We've gotten a little bit of news that there was an air pressure hose blew, and so when that happens, emergency brakes stop. But it's gonna be a while. They're sending out a crew to fix it.
What do you think that means?
We gotta go. Thank you. We had to get off just at this random junction.
This trip did not go as planned. And sometimes in life, you just have to take the rain with the sun and sit back and enjoy the ride.
But the video starts now. I'm Mike, the channel's DownieLive. We're riding with my friend Riley. Let's go!
Our journey begins at the Prestige Inn Golden, where we had a jacuzzi tub in our room. And an awesome Rocky Mountain sunrise to start the day. A short drive had us entering Jasper National Park and arriving at the Jasper Heritage Railway Station. First built in 1926 and designed with the same aesthetic as other Parks Canada buildings in the national park.
My goodness, this train is so big. The wheels are about as tall as I am, that's 6 feet. All of this is boiler and engine. It's 90 feet long and over 500,000 pounds. Just the engine, let alone what it's pulling. I am so excited because we're going on my very first Via Rail trip. We're here in Jasper, Alberta, which is a national park. It's one of the most beautiful places in the country. You know that because I did a video a few videos ago, and this is the historic train station that they've kept. It's beautiful. And we're going on a 5-day train trip. This is Riley. You remember him from a few past videos. So the first thing you need to know, because of COVID, you must wear a mask inside all stations and all trains at all times, unless you're eating.
If I could just have everyone's attention before we get on board. My name's Chris, I'll be your service manager.
So, a quick COVID questionnaire asking us about symptoms and a squirt of hand sanitizer had us ready to board.
How do you feel? Ready to go?
Oh, I'm stoked. Yeah. This is adventure of a lifetime right here, right?
This is it. Before we leave, let's give you a quick tour of the train. Okay, let's see how far back this goes. Pretty good. And pretty comfortable. This, for the next 8 hours, will be my experience watching Canada pass by the window. Let's do this!
This is not an overnight train, so today we're only traveling 400 kilometers, but it will take us 8 hours to go from Jasper to Prince George, where we'll stay overnight at the Prestige Treasure Cove. That's if we're on time.
So we just left. That's the station right there, and already we're waiting for this train. We've come to a stop. Freight traffic gets priority, but we're in no rush. We just have to get to Prince George tonight. We have our hotel booked.
And with that, we're back on our way.
So they've given us a detailed route guide. So I'm gonna go through it and keep you up to date on all the best parts of this trip. Views, interesting topics, stories.
Before everything went wrong, we actually had a great start to the trip. We started to relax and enjoy the experience with nothing to do but enjoy the mountains, the lakes, and the trains.
Look at that little house. What? I'm just trying to peek through at Moose Lake through the train there. If you time it right, between the cars, you can see it. Got it.
No. Oh, there's a good
Did
one.
you see that?
Yeah, here we go. Ready? And oh, it's such a beautiful lake.
Ah, this is better. This is better. I do really appreciate the fact that the train slows down and they tell you ahead of time what kind of landmarks or what sites are coming up on the side. So that was Mount Robson. So this is Dunster. That's the small station right there. Not much of a station, but this is rural Canada. So we're dropping off a tour group and then it will be just Riley and I left on the train. So that group just got off. There goes the small town of Dunster. And we are suddenly, and I'll prove it to you, we are now all alone on this train. We have the whole thing to ourselves. Ooh, nice view. Wow, look at that horseshoe bend.
Next, we stopped at McBride Station to pick up 2 passengers that would change my perspective on the importance of this train. But we'll get back to them in a minute.
This is the first little town we've seen in a while. It has only been rivers, a little bit of highway, mountains, and a whole lot of trees. It's kind of nice to see some buildings. So the thing with passenger rail travel in Canada is that we're running on freight tracks and freight always gets priority. So we get put on the siding and we have to wait a little bit, and some people see that as a negative, that you're pretty much guaranteed to be delayed at your arrival wherever that is. I personally see it as opportunities to get off the train in random areas like McBride here that I've never been. I've never seen this part of the province. I've never been here. And it might be because there's nothing here, so there's no reason for me to come, but it's still beautiful if I get the chance to stop and see it. It's all perspective. You just have to see it as a positive, but I'll leave that up to you.
Wave at
Well, we're finding ways to entertain ourselves. We need a truck.
There you go, there's a truck for you.
Okay, let's see if we can get him. It's good times out here.
What are we, 12 again?
I feel like it, and that's a good thing.
Everybody's getting on.
We got the green light, time to get back. You won't believe this. I was looking at the route guide. They've got a train with a rainbow right on the cover. There's no way we're gonna see a rainbow. Look at this.
Look at that. It ends right over there.
Look, when you're on a 9-hour train, you look for the little things to bring you joy and moments of excitement.
Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, right there, Bear.
Oh yeah.
Just got him on camera. Barely.
All right. Back to the 2 passengers we picked up in McBride.
What is this?
I have to get off where his spot is. I have to get off here. I live out in the bush.
These boots mark Hans's stop in the middle of nowhere, just on the side of the tracks.
Take care and stay safe, all right? Nice meeting you too. You take care. Maybe I'll see you again.
And that's the moment I realized that Via Rail isn't just a tourist train, it's a lifeline for people like Hans and Kenny that live up north here.
He has a cabin that way, and that's just his exit, his
I'll be up there when
station.
Right on.
What's the deal, Kenny? Do you live out here? Is this your...
Oh yeah, I've been out here since the earth cooled, man. I've been here 47 years.
Wow. And so this is your stop, as they say.
Yeah,
Okay.
my dirt. I'm 200 feet from the track,
Yeah.
and the Fraser River's another 200 feet away.
Wow. And what were you doing in McBride? Getting like grocery shopping?
Grocery shop, yeah.
And because the train only runs once a week, is that ideal or difficult for you, or?
It's not the best. It used to run 3 times this way and 3 times that way in a week.
Yeah.
And now it's only one trip. There's the river.
So this is your stop then?
Yeah, coming up here right away, yeah.
This is blowing my mind.
That'll do, number 5.
Good to go.
All right.
Thanks, Kenny.
See ya, buddy.
See ya.
Okay, be well, Kenny.
And that's your little, that's your place there, is it?
That's my hacienda.
All right.
Wow, looks great.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
It's all about location. Take care.
Wow, that's amazing. And there he goes. That's unreal. And there goes Kenny. He has no road access. This is his grocery shopping route. So we have the whole train to ourselves right now, which means it's party time. Are you there yet? Well, I think this seems like the perfect time to do something I haven't done in a long time. It's time for
The first ever DownieLive via rail.
bathroom tour! Now, I would like to say first that this passenger car was made in the 1950s, and the seats, the interior has not been refurbished since the 1990s. So don't hold your breath about this bathroom. But let's see what we have. We have, as you'd expect, a toilet, a window, a coat hook. This sink is not great. To get under the water, you have to really get in under it. But I was a little confused by the toilet flush system. So you've got the toilet. Once you're done your business, you know, whatever you need. Okay, no hand towel. Flush. It says flush. Yes, that's what I want to do. I don't see a flush button anywhere. Maybe it's a foot pedal. No foot pedal. So I look again. Push the button. Okay, maybe this. So trying to press that, and the light goes on, and I'm like, oh no. I've just called the attendant to say I need help in the washroom, but I don't need an attendant, but maybe I do because I don't know where the flush is, and I couldn't figure it out. And then it went. It's like a time delay. It allows you to get off of the toilet. I'm not sure. But that really perplexed me. Oh, what do you have over here? Oh, over here we got... Oh, look at this, look at this. Back over here now. Pretty good end to a good day. We did make great time, so we're coming into Prince George pretty close to on schedule.
Hey fellas, we'll see you in the morning.
We've arrived in Prince George, and we will be back here in exactly 12 hours.
Because of COVID, they've canceled the dining car on this train, so before we could go to bed, we needed to make one more stop.
Welcome to the Real Canadian Superstore. Wow. Good night.
Good night.
And with that, we finally arrived at our destination for the night, the Prestige Treasure Cove Hotel. After a short sleep, it was back to the Prince George train station. And right away, we knew today wasn't going to go as smoothly as it did yesterday.
We're scheduled to be boarding right now, but Prince George is a hub for railroad traffic and freight traffic, and a freight train is here parked at the station. So we can't board until this gets out of the way, until our train pulls in, and frankly, we don't know when that'll be.
Today's journey is supposed to be a 12-hour ride, but we're already leaving an hour behind schedule, and trust me, it only goes downhill from here.
Otherwise, Riley's already in his most comfortable favorite position. I guarantee you, it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip for you, Riley.
Nope. It's gonna be a twice in a lifetime.
Oh, twice, and we do have to go back.
If you're new here, subscribe, because you don't want to miss next week's video to find out how this train trip all goes wrong.
Emergency brake stop.
What do you think that means?
We won't be leaving for a while. We had to get off here. We're about a half an hour taxi drive away.
And once we get to the prestige Prince Rupert Hotel, what is there to do in Canada's wettest city?
Riley. That's it for right now. Trust me, things get worse, things get better. That's Riley. I'm Mike. The channel is DownieLive. I don't know where I'm going next, but I know I want you there with me. See you next week.